I've spent the last 2 days on this couch sick with a chest cold and also feeling depressed, and so today's the day. Today is the day when we are getting our shit together. We're gonna be productive, we're gonna get up, we're gonna get work done, and we're gonna feel a lot better about ourselves. Okay, let's go. One thing that really helps me when I have low energy is getting Factor meals, and I'm going to show you guys later what I am having for lunch from Factor, but I wanted to take a quick minute and thank them for sponsoring today's video. Check out the awesome coupon code in the description box below if you want to take advantage of your first month at 50% off and free wellness shots for life. Okay, so I just got done with traveling basically 2 full weeks for work, and the first week was a complete nightmare in which it took me 3 days to get home because of bad weather, and then I was able to get home for 1 day, went back on another trip, ended up getting sick towards the end of that, came home, was still sick, and basically I have had no motivation or energy to do anything for the last couple days. I guess that's totally not true because I did not work. I was off sick from work, but I did like get up and cook dinner for my family and stuff like that. So, but other than that, I got nothing else done. And obviously being sick doesn't help, but I'm feeling much better today. However, I have told you guys that I was first diagnosed with postpartum depression after Kira was born, which now was almost 15 years ago. So I have been on antidepressants and seeing a psychiatrist and therapist during this whole time. However, there are times in my life where I feel myself like slipping back into a bit of depression, even though I'm taking my meds. I think part of that right now is just I am totally burnt out with everything going on in my life, and also the weather doesn't help because in the Midwest, well, as in most parts of the world during the winter, you don't get much sunlight. So I know that I am basically kind of slipping back into that when I feel very unmotivated and when I want to sleep all the time and when I don't want to get up off the couch and do anything. So today we are going to turn that around, aren't we, Milo? So it's still early. I have been working for the past maybe 45 minutes on my laptop, catching up on emails and doing work stuff. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to get an energy drink and I'm going to get myself ready, because even though I don't necessarily like have to get dressed and put makeup on, it always helps me feel more put together and more like motivated to get things done. So I think that's gonna be my first plan. I also plan on going for a walk today with the dog because I did have an appointment with my therapist last week. As she said, the most underutilized antidepressant is exercise, and I'm terrible at doing that. But I think it will help me. I also have a little bit of a headache, but I think maybe I just need some caffeine for that. So, all right, so let's go. If you are feeling unmotivated and or depressed and or whatever, use this video to get off your butt and let's do it together. Also, I want to say, if you are depressed and you do feel hopeless and all of that, please seek help for that, okay? If you are feeling anything like that and you've never seen a psychiatrist or a doctor, please get help for that, because I'm not saying that lifestyle changes are the key to curing depression. Absolutely not. I think that a lot of the time medication is warranted and life-saving, and it definitely did save my life. If you aren't under the care of a doctor or a psychiatrist or a mental health provider and you feel like you need help, please seek help. Please do that. All right, so we got our energy drink. This is the Accelerator Cherry Limeade. It's one of my favorites. I really like it. Okay, so I put some makeup on. I'm just finishing doing my hair. I think one of the things also that's been really like impacting my mental health negatively, and also that's been like keeping me away from YouTube and social media, is the fact that I am very like ashamed and irritated with myself that I was able to lose like 20 pounds last year and then gained most, if I haven't even weighed myself in a while, but gained most, if not all of it back. And like, it's very hard for me not to like equate my, it's very hard for me not to like equate my weight with my worth as a person. Like, and I know that that's not a unique experience for me. Many of us feel that way, especially those of us who were growing up in, you know, the late 80s, 90s, as diet culture basically ran rampant in our society unchecked. And you know, as I grew up, I even had people in my family making comments about my weight. Obviously all of that, you know, is stuff that you carry with you and you have to deal with. But it's been hard for me to kind of not, you know, feel like a failure. And like, logically, I know that like, I'm not a failure. Like, logically, I know that with like the sum of everything in my life, like, clearly I am not a failure. And if I, you know, if one of my friends came to me and said, oh, I lost 20 pounds and then I gained it all back, I'm a failure, I'd be like, don't talk to yourself like that. You know, but we do talk to ourselves like that, and it's terrible. But anyway, I am not a victim-y person. I hate victim mentality. I don't like that. I just know that I need to somehow pull myself up, get back on track, and get my shit together. Like, one of the reasons why I, you know, fell off of my diet and losing weight last year was because I felt like it wasn't happening fast enough, and I was being very impatient. And I think that probably in some way I was like comparing myself to other people online, like, oh, I lost 30 pounds in 2 months or whatever, you know, type of thing. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm really overweight. I should be losing more weight than that, you know. And then people would comment and say like, you're eating too much, you're eating before bed, you're, you know. And obviously I know I've been on YouTube long enough that I know that people are gonna have opinions, and I can't necessarily let those impact me. And most of the time I don't, but sometimes things do, you know, slip through and get to you, just like any human, it would get to them. And so I think like going forward, if I am going to share about, you know, weight loss or health or anything like that, I don't think I'm gonna be sharing specific like numbers, like, oh, I lost X amount of pounds this week, because to me that just, I don't know, it just contributes to like a fail or success mentality. Like if I were doing like weekly, you know, like a lot of people that do weight loss channels, they're like, oh, they show what they eat, they do weekly weigh-ins, and they're like, okay, this week I lost 2 pounds, I'm such a success. Well, this week I gained 0.8 of a pound, and then you have to explain away your failures, and it's like, that could be just because you're on your period, or you ate pizza, or like a natural fluctuation, you know? I'm totally rambling, but I think that was one thing that I probably should not have done, was like shared specific numbers until I was like towards the end of my, or like closer to my goal weight. I still want to share like what I'm eating and possibly like calories and protein and things around that, because I do think that that's helpful, and I personally find that helpful to watch that type of content. But yeah, I don't know, I still don't know what it's all gonna look like. But anyway, let me get dressed. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I always feel naked if I don't have earrings on, so I'm gonna put some earrings on. Adam actually got me these for Christmas. I specifically asked for them because I wanted some of these like chunkier gold hoops. If I can find them online, I'll link them down below. I think they're from Nickel and Suede, which they make the colored leather earrings that I have a bunch of and you guys always ask me about, but they've kind of branched out in recent years into more different types of earrings and jewelry and stuff like that. So look at me, I already feel better. Do you guys, have you seen these hoodies? So this is like a depression slash prevention hoodie. It says keep going. And then on the back, it says 100 reasons to stay alive. I kind of love it. I got this off of TikTok, so I'll see if I can find the link and put it down below. And then I love this on the sleeve. It's on like your right hand. It says, you are needed. You are not a burden. You are loved. Self-care. Oh, it's from Self-Care is for Everyone. So yeah, I don't know. So I decided it was very apropos to put this on this morning when I got out of bed. But we're not gonna put it back on right now because we're ready to go. We got our earrings. We have to get on a call right now. Okay, bye. All right, so I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. I've got a nonstick pan here. I actually made breakfast for dinner last night, which I did not eat because I don't really prefer breakfast for dinner, but my husband and my kids like it. However, I have some leftover hash browns, so there's actually quite a bit left. So I'm just gonna use about half of these today, and then I'll probably use the other half tomorrow. I could heat these up in the microwave, but I'd rather have them a little bit crispy. I'm probably gonna whisk up a couple eggs and put those in there as well. I added like a tablespoon of sour cream. If I had creme fraiche, I would rather add that, but creme fraiche is not readily available where I live. If you've never tried that before, it's actually makes your eggs really creamy. And for me, that's good because I'm actually not a huge scrambled egg fan. So it makes them a little bit more tolerable for me. Okay, I turned the heat down to low and I just added the eggs in the middle. So I'm just gonna scramble these up. Okay, so we've got our potatoes and eggs. That's another thing that makes eggs a little bit more tolerable for me, is mixing them with potatoes. And then I also put some cottage cheese in here. That's good. Maybe a touch of salt on the eggs. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I'm gonna have a Factor meal for lunch because they are the best and I love them. This is one that I haven't tried yet. It's a smoky Gouda chicken. It's got 40 grams of protein in it, which is awesome. And then I think I'm gonna make a salad on the side. It's also got some green beans. So all you have to do is vent the corner, stick this in the microwave. I put it in for 2 minutes and 30 seconds and boom, you got a delicious meal. I want to thank Factor for sponsoring today's video. I have been working with them for so long here on my channel. And if you're not familiar with Factor, they make meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. They actually have a team of gourmet chefs who create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long, which is exactly what I need. Personally, you guys know that I really love to cook, but I love having these no prep, no mess meals ready for me in my fridge. It actually helps me eat healthier during the week and helps me eat out less. They also are super flexible for your schedule, so you can get as much or as little as you need by choosing between 6 and 18 meals per week. And they have a huge variety of meals, so you are bound to find something that fits both your preferences and your dietary needs. If you've been looking for a way to get more healthy meals into your diet without shopping or cooking, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get 50% off your first Factor box, and also you'll get free wellness shots for life. You can head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use code CHAPIN50, that's CHAPIN 50, to get 50% off your first Factor box and free wellness shots for life. 2 free wellness shots from 3 available flavors for every order while you are an active subscriber. And P.S., the wellness shots are delicious. I have tried almost all of the flavors and recommend all of them. So don't forget to use that link and that coupon code down below and don't miss out on 50% off your first Factor box. So here is our Factor meal. The chicken always turns out really great. I've heard people say before, like, they don't like, like leftover reheated chicken. This is always super juicy and delicious. We have these little potatoes with the Gouda and our green beans. Let's try a bite. So good. Highly recommend. Okay, so I have some greens in here, just like some spring mix, and then I also put some baby spinach. I'm gonna add some chives. I've been so loving crumbled goat cheese in my salads lately. I don't know why. I've never bought it before. I've always just bought like the logs of goat cheese, but the crumbled is just so much more convenient for salads. And then I like the combination of like the sweet with the goat cheese. So I like to thinly slice up some strawberries and put those in there as well. Okay, so I wasn't quite sure what kind of dressing I wanted to use on the salad. Normally I try to use like some type of like a sweet, well, maybe, yeah, like a, not a sweet dressing, but like a, you know, like a citrus vinaigrette or a balsamic vinaigrette, but I don't have any of that right now. But I do have this Skinny Girl Honey Dijon that I got at Walmart. I just tasted some from the cap. It's quite good. We're gonna add some of that. This dressing is like super low calorie. Some of these, it's like, what do they make it out of that has like barely any calories? Chemicals. I'm gonna add some pistachios for crunch. I wish I had like some honey almonds or something like that, but I don't have any right now. And I could toast some almonds, but I don't want to bother with that. I'm also gonna make myself some electrolyte water. This is the Element Raspberry. So good, probably my favorite flavor. I like to mix this with a lot of water because I like the taste of it watered down. So I keep this jug of cold water in my fridge, and then I can just refill it as I need it. This is 32 ounces, which is what I like to mix my Element packs with. And it's already cold. I don't have to add ice to it. And plus I need some hydration today because all I've had is an energy drink and a Diet Coke. I'm not really good about drinking water in the morning, but I am good about drinking water in the afternoon and the evening. Not sure why that is. Probably because I'm more focused on caffeine in the morning. Let's try the salad. I wasn't quite sure how that dressing was gonna work, but it's actually really good with the sweet strawberries. So, okay, I'm gonna go eat my lunch. Okay, so tonight I decided I'm gonna make this Knorr pasta Alfredo that I had in the pantry, and probably a salad and some chicken cutlets. So I'm just gonna take my chicken cutlets and pound them so that they're all in even thickness. And then I'm just seasoning them with salt and pepper. I beat up some egg, got some breadcrumbs ready and some flour. And I just dip the chicken breast in flour, egg, and then breadcrumb, and then just fry them in a little bit of vegetable oil until they are cooked through. I am going to end up having mine on a salad, but I'm also going to make some cucumbers on the side. I've been loving to make this cucumber salad with this mix that I got on Amazon, so I can link it down below. Basically, you just mix it with oil and water, and it's super quick and easy for a veggie side for dinner, and it also keeps well in the fridge for a couple of days. So the only thing that I didn't get to today, which I think I mentioned earlier, was that I wanted to go for a walk, but I didn't plan it into my day. And then before I knew it, it was dark outside and it had gotten cold and I was cooking dinner. And so I didn't get that done. But it's obviously a lesson that if I'm going to, you know, be mindful about exercising, then I definitely need to plan it into my day. But I did feel a lot better after today. Obviously, getting myself up, getting dressed, cooking meals, getting things done around the house, getting work done helped me feel a lot better. So I wanted to thank you guys for spending the day with me. Thank you for watching this video and for always being there for me. And if you guys want to get 50% off your first Factor box, I'll have that link and coupon code in the description box below. Highly recommend them. I've been eating it for weeks and weeks, probably months. Actually, I've been eating it for months at this point, and I love it. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.